As I wake up every morning, I wish the day would end, because a day without you in my life, I don't know how to mend. And I was like, oh, 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 oh. You were like, no, oh, no, oh. I was like, oh, 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 oh. You were like, no, oh, no, oh. Come on, let's rewind till I smile. That look upon your face. My heart is empty and unguided. I'm blind leading chase. Thought I had a plan with you and me. Was it daring of my own dream, breaking me down to my knees? Right at the mirror, wondering if I'll be okay. My head is telling me nothing, it's got nothing left to say. And I was like, oh, 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 oh. You were like, no, oh, no, oh. I was like, oh, 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 oh. You were like, no, oh, no, oh. Come on, let's rewind till I smile. That look upon your face. My heart is empty and unguided. I'm blind leading chase. Thought I had a plan with you and me. Was the daring of my own dream, breaking me down to my knees.
Welcome everyone. We are live once again. It is Wednesday nights, which means it is time for drone racing here at the YDSC. We are into week number 2 of our playoffs. We have 3 groups of pilots, novice, intermediate, and advanced, who are going to be racing off, playing a really fun format that we've kind of come up with here a couple times, but we'll get into that. My name is Netizen01 or Joel Stewart, and this is my partner in crime over here, Marty McFlyin or Marty Weatherall. And we are happy to get going tonight to see what these pilots are made of. I don't know. I'm still munching on some food, so I'm going to be eating off stream a little bit. But, you know, it'll be good. It'll be good.
You do that. You do that, Joel. I'm happy to be back. Of course, I missed last week. For anyone that tuned in last week, I was on spring break with my kids and unable to join the stream. It sounded like it was a barn burner, as Wednesday nights tend to be. Wednesday night has been our big night in the YDSC Soaring Spring 22 season when it comes to the simulator competition. We are in Velocidrone, our simulator of choice, and we've had pilots who had to qualify at the beginning of the season flying with us every Wednesday night in one of these new experimental formats that we've been creating here, custom for the YDSC. We credit Sour Power, our chief mentor and coach for all, for these interesting new formats that have been really fun and effective. But tonight we're mixing it up, as you said, Joel. We got a different type of a format. I need to be reminded of what we call it. It's some sort of double Dutch knockout, something or other, right?
Black hole knockout.
Black hole knockout. I don't know, maybe double Dutch. Anyway, you basically have to not be last, and you can't be last twice. If you're last twice, you're out. That's the general gist of what we're doing. We've got an interesting course that we're going to be racing tonight. We've got 2 groups of pilots, correct? 2 groups. Roland, I see them over on the slide.
3. We have 3.
There's 3 groups. Okay.
There is.
So the first 2 are...
Yeah, sorry. The beginners are there on our sidebar on the left. What side? Oh, that side. Match number 1.
Okay.
Match number 5. This is when we'll introduce our intermediates. Only has 1 pilot waiting, so we have 3 of the novices are going to bump up. So we'll see that match up here as we get going.
I see. All right. Well, we should just kind of get rolling and see who's flying, because this is the penultimate Wednesday night. This is what sets up our championship sim race next Wednesday night. That's right. What's today? Today is the 7th? Yes? No, 6th?
6th.
Today is the 6th. So next week would be the 13th, and that is championship night in YDSC sim country. Wednesday night has been our big night. All of them qualified. Before the season, it all comes down to this to get into next week. So let's see what happens in the sim, in Velocidrone, in the YDSC, the Youth Drone Sports Championships, presented by NCAT, the National Center for Autonomous Technologies. We'll be talking more about them. They make it possible for us to do what we do, and all the things coming up here to close out the big spring season. Let's see who we have flying in our first group, starting with the beginners.
I think this is going to be broken. Yeah, it's broken.
I can kind of make out. Let's see if I can make out.
I might be able to
over on the left
manipulate something here. Hold on.
I think I can recognize some of their profile pictures.
I don't know. Oh, let's do this.
Kingley's one of them. Let's see. Who else?
Oh, gosh. I'm trying.
Would you like me to repeat them, or?
No, I got it. Okay.
Look at Discord. Okay.
There you go. That's the best I can give you tonight.
Okay. All right. Well, there we have it. A little leaderboard. Let's run down this list. We've got from the Holy Angels team, Academy of Holy Angels, currently a student at Annunciation, an 8th grader, moving on to Holy Angels next year, in large part because of the drone program. We've got Moose Master. Moose Master, welcome to the Wednesday before the last Wednesday. All right, Moose Master locked in. Then we've got from the Tiny Turbines team, an up-and-comer. Watch out for this beginner. Again, qualified before the season started. On the ball, qualifying before the season even starts as a beginner, but a lot of growth has happened over the course of the season. We've got Skylar Gober. Skylar, welcome. Next up, also from Holy Angels, a teammate of Moose Master, but this pilot is a junior, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not misremembering. And I gotta say, this pilot's been showing me stuff all season, surprising, improving, scaring other pilots. Let's see what he can do tonight. Kingley, welcome.
Thank you.
There you are. You are a junior, correct? 11th grader?
Indeed, yes.
Another year of eligibility. I'm happy to hear that, especially since he's peaking this spring. Awesome to see. Okay, moving on. One of my favorite pilot names of all time. From Fort Collins, Colorado. Colorado Early Colleges. Representing the Rocky Mountain region. It's yourself, number one. Yourself, number one. How you doing? Hope he's talking to his classmates in Colorado about racing drones with us. I'm counting on it, yourself, number one. All right, and then Tiny Turbines once again. That is the homeschooled team, the original homeschooled team in the YDSC here in the Twin Cities. And we've got Liv. Liv, good luck tonight in match number one. Do you know the format? Okay, muted. I see, muted. That's okay. Pilots prep how they're going to prep. I'm down.
They mute us. They don't want to listen to us.
They're really muting us. So correct me if I'm wrong, but these 5 pilots are going to race as many times as it takes for one of them to finish last twice, right?
Yeah, it's like a reverse Chase the Ace or reverse best of X number of games. The second that you finish last twice, you are out and the match is over, and the top 4 are going to move on. So, for instance, if Moose Master loses twice in a row, then we're done. And Skylar Gober, Kingley, yourself, and Born and Liv would move on to the next round. So just don't lose
reverse
twice.
Chase, reverse ace, blacking out, double Dutch. Let's do it.
All right, here we go, pilots. Deep breath. Goggles down, thumbs out. Let the blade to blade black hole knockout begin. Here we go.
Going FPV style tonight.
In less than 5.
In the castle. And there they go. Yourself number one, off to a fast start. Followed by Moose Master now. Oh, Moose Master makes the pass. Yourself number one went down, got back up. It's Moose Master and yourself number one. Out in front of the pack, followed by Kingley, Skylar Gober, and Liv. All over this crazy medieval castle. Would you call this medieval?
Yeah.
It is medieval.
Okay. I can identify architecture.
Let's see. See if I can find the
Kingley has moved into first place.
Oh no,
We knew Kingley was dangerous. How many laps are we talking here?
We're talking 3 laps.
3 laps. Well, they're all in their first lap first. Still, first things first. First lap first. I remember this course. Oh yeah. Kingley is on to 2. So is Moose Master, chasing Kingley around the castle. Yourself number one also there. Who has taken over for Kingley? What a group this is.
Lead
Now, of
changes
course,
right now.
let's pay attention to last place too. Yes, Liv has been in last place consistently. Stuck on gate 65 in the first lap. Might want to check that drone. Nope, back up. Okay, so Liv making a move. Meanwhile, Kingley leading the way as we've been trading the lead. The lead's been traded a few times. Keeps it interesting, that's for sure. Now yourself number one. On cue. Colorado racing a couple of pilots from Holy Angels for the top spot. Liv trying to get out of last. Needs to catch teammate Skylar Gober. Yourself number one, well into his 3rd lap now. Built quite a lead over Kingley and Moose Master, all of whom in that top 3 group on their 3rd lap. Liv has some room to make up, some air to make up. Get out of last here. We are reverse chasing, reverse acing.
Reverse acing.
Call it blackout. Look at yourself, number one, with the win. Yourself, number one. Quite literally. Now, Kingley trying to maintain the lead over the young 8th grade teammate, Moose Master. Kingley gets second. Strong finish. Moose Master really showing me something here as well. And putting in the work. 3rd place goes to Moose Master. Now here it is. Skylar Gober on lap 3.
Oh, does Skylar Gober just get dropped? They're stuck at 11.
Yep.
Ooh, that gives Liv a chance. But Liv is still on lap 2. We need some progress from one of them. Liv's in the air. If Liv can pass teammate Skylar Gober. But, stuck in that crazy, that is just the craziest twisty tunnel of gates.
Roll.
What did you say?
Roll. And roll.
Roll.
Rolling on.
Oh, roll. Right.
Well, I didn't train Liv at all, so I can't be blamed for, yaw turn, whatever. I know
You
for
did
many
train
of the
Liv.
Blaming Eclipse.
Marty, you trained to live.
I don't remember doing a lot of
Liv's a
training.
PHS pilot.
You taught her all about yaw.
Did I do that? Okay.
Did I do that?
Yes, you did.
Oh man, coming
I'm
out.
gonna
calling
get
you out
my
right
rolls. I told you I'm gonna get my roll swatter because retraining. Oh my goodness, it's.
I'll tell you what. I'm the type of person that admits when I mess up. Some people don't. I know some of those people. I've told Sour Power. It's on me. I'm the one that teaches the yaw instant gratification.
It's not letting me in.
Yep, it's because I'm not letting you in right now. Pilots are flying afterwards.
Liv is
I'll unlock them.
flying very well with my training. Look at this. Just had to get out.
Very,
of that
very, very drifty. All I heard was Marty was like, "I'm sorry, you have extra work to do."
All right, well, Liv is past
Well, look at
Skylar
this.
Gober, so
Ready
at
to
this
make
point,
the pass.
Yeah,
He's made the pass.
Keep going though. Keep going.
yeah, definitely.
Get those reps in. Gonna have to get back into that crazy snake on the side though.
And you don't start using roll, you're going to be another one that will wear the roll buddy.
So many new products coming out of our experiences in the YDSC.
I know it's a real thing that's happening. I've been working on it.
The roll buddy.
The roll buddy. And I had to go from this experience. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I'm sure a lot will know where it's from. But this is where I actually got the idea from. It's wherever my yaw goes, my roll will go with me. My roll buddy, my roll buddy. You know that. So
My roll, bud. I think that's how it goes.
Man, look at this little
roll
gate
roll,
sequence
roll.
up.
It's working. It's working. The roll's working.
Man,
Look at that.
I don't even know if
Well
I can
done.
do that. That's ridiculous. Who designed
Well
this
done.
course? Brian's laughing. Did you design it, Brian?
There's two of us did. We got together and did a few tweaks, but this was back in summer of 2020.
Who was it?
Yeah.
You don't want to name the villain here?
I don't know if they want to be mentioned or not. So
Liv can
I'm not
finish the
taking
course.
full credit for it, but
Well done, Liv. Okay, that means Skylar Gober takes last. That's the key. We're looking at last, not first.
room is unlocked.
I
So
know
Skylar
that score,
Gilbert
but we're only counting last.
gets the what is it? The black hole knockout. He gets the black spot.
The black hole tick.
The black hole tick.
Key.
Okay. Well, Skylar knows what's up. Going again. Don't be last.
Don't be last.
Here we go. Goggles down. Thumbs up, pilots.
Off to a fast start. Familiar group. Oh, Skylar Go Burr currently in second. Just for a moment.
She's
Yourself
doing
number one.
well.
Yourself number one is number one. And just as I say it, Kingley takes over. Moose Master second. Yourself number one. Currently third. Then it's Skylar Gobert and Liv. All right. Skylar Gobert last heat went down and stayed down. So keeping it smooth this time to try to avoid that fate. Meanwhile, yourself number one, last heat winner, is dropped to fourth place. Kingley leading the way. Kingley and Moose Master, a couple of stars from Holy Angels. I mean, that's their nickname at Holy Angels, the Stars, but these two are star pilots. I'm going to give them that. Stars leading the way. Yourself number one climbing back up from Colorado. Now, Liv might be playing the long game here. I'm sure there is lots to be learned lap after lap on this course. As we watch Kingley go up. Well, I'm watching Kingley go up that crazy snake. Second lap for Kingley. Moose Master. Yourself number one. And Skylar Gobert. Liv wrapping up lap number one.
Sorry, I can't bite my tongue anymore. Smooth is fast. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. Slow it down a little bit.
Okay, Kingley, yourself, and Moose Master in that order are on to lap three. Yourself number one, that is. Currently in second, behind Kingley. Can Kingley hang on for a win? It's a morale boost if you get it. Kingley on the side of the building. Yourself number one giving chase. Watch out. Oh, Kingley just gets it by I don't know. How long? A second. Just a second. Well done. Holding him off. Moose Master comes in a strong third. Just about 12 seconds back from the front two. And now, Skylar Go Burr, a full lap ahead of Liv right now. Just needs to close this third lap out. Stay out of last. Ooh, barreling through the snake. Taking a look at teammate Liv there, but they're on different laps. Kind of like missile lock. It's nice to have somebody to chase. Skylar Go Burr on the verge of closing it out. Yes! Avoids elimination.
10-second countdown.
We go again. We're looking for 4 pilots to move on. The 5th, whoever finishes last twice before anybody else will be done for this Wednesday night in the YDSC. Presented by NCAT, National Center for Autonomous Technologies, all the way up in Thief River Falls, Minnesota. Yep, it's right here in Minnesota, providing resources to teachers and students on all the emerging technologies, inspiring the future. Here we go.
Liv is still flying. Hold on. Giving her a 10 seconds.
I'm doing yeah.
Yep, sorry, I forgot that.
Sorry, I was taking care of something too.
All right, we got a black spot for Skylar and Liv. Gotta stay alive.
Skylar or Liv, yes.
Here we go. Goggles down, thumbs up, pilots.
If either of those tiny turbines pilots finish last, this round is over. Can they knock one of these other 3 pilots down into last and keep things going? Let's see.
Skylar off to a decent start. They're working in second. Little trouble. Moosemaster takes over second place right now. Herself number 1. Getting locked in a little bit. Got a couple gate lead.
Self number 1. Oh! Back and forth with Moosemaster. The 8th grader from Holy Angels by way of Annunciation. Back and forth with yourself number 1 from Colorado, but here comes Kingley. Now they're all just bunched up. It's anybody's lead. Who wants it? Skylar Go-Burr maintaining
This is
slightly over Liv right now.
this is your one redo. So pilots, this does not count.
I got kicked.
Yep, false start.
Oops, something happened.
Before lap number 1. Unlocking the room.
Wait for Brian to clean that on up. Who got kicked? Was it Skylar?
Yes. Alright, room is locked, pilots. Remember, if it's an internet issue, you get a chance to come back in. If it's a USB issue, there are no chances. Alright, whenever you're set, Netizen, I am set here with the pilots as well.
Go for it.
Alright, pilots, for realsies, goggles down, thumbs up.
Pretend that never happened. Here we go. Shot out of a cannon. There they fly through the medieval castle with a bunch of glowing gates. Oh my gosh, if we could go back in time to a real medieval castle and have little drones flying around through glowing gates, how great would that be? Yourself number 1, flying from Colorado, would be the greatest.
If you want a preview of what the advanced bracket looks like, there's actually in the meme dump. You can scroll up.
Oh, I gotta say, I'm just watching yourself number 1 here in the lead, and the ability to fly through that snake section that flawlessly, smooth and fast, very impressive for our current leader, yourself number 1, who has not been flying that long with us, but my goodness.
I got kicked again, but I don't think it counts.
Okay.
Stack up a few Wednesdays of experience and you get good in this league. And it seems like Skylar Go-Burr is going to be stuck on gate 41 in lap 1. If that's the case, I'm sad to say that would be the second last for Skylar Go-Burr. But before we dwell on that, yourself number 1, on to lap 3. Here comes Kingley and Moosemaster. So yourself number 1. Pretty far out in front. Kinley now on to lap 3. I do hope yourself number 1 is talking to some classmates about getting on board with this, because what he is doing in the sim is super impressive. Oh, look at that. So smooth. Well ahead of Kingley. Looking to close it out on this last section. And it's yourself number 1 with another win. Yes, Skylar Gober still stuck, I think officially kicked, if we heard correctly. So
Yeah, that is going to put Skylar done for the evening, which with internet problems is sometimes just better to get it out of the way early. So
was flying fast though. Impressive, Skylar Gober. Sorry about the kicking. But we now have our 4 moving on.
I think they're still flying.
Skylar Gober, thanks for being a big part of Wednesdays this season.
Yeah, they're still flying.
They're still flying, Marty. So we're letting Moose Master and Liv get a little extra stick time in, which is always a good idea. One of the things
They're
that
still practicing their role.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that newer pilots don't realize sometimes is how much practice the intermediate and advanced pilots put in throughout the week on the specific course. They don't just show up ready to fly, or never flown the course before and suddenly go. Like, they spend a ridiculous amount of time grinding these courses, learning the lines, memorizing what turns are where. It's like traditional racing. Like, you got to know which turn is where, what your stick movements are, how fast you get to go, all those things. So learning the course with drone racing is such a huge part of it. And so some of the beginners, they don't realize that. That's not their fault. They just haven't wrapped their head around that concept yet. And so sometimes giving them some extra reps during these early phases and these early matches throughout these is very helpful.
Pilots.
Brian's whispering. I'm not sure what you're whispering about.
I didn't want to talk over you, so I was saying goggles down, thumbs up while you're talking and stuff.
Yeah, goggles down.
Talking and stuff.
It's all about paying attention.
I'm not sure. Did you eliminate Skylar and move on with just Liv then?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we're already off and running. So we got 4 going now, and only 3 will survive.
That is correct.
That's correct. Okay, yourself number 1 back out in front, finding the groove. Kingley, then Moose Master, and then Liv. We will keep moving, group after group, new pilots waiting to jump in, all about staying out of that last position. So everything should get faster and faster as the slowest pilots among us get eliminated. Now, as we go here, just a quick clarification, Brian. Pilot like Skylar Gober getting eliminated in the first group, what does that mean for next week?
Well, for this season means moving on, but the position where they will be placed is it's all determined on this race. So since we had a few due to school activities and stuff like that, most of these pilots will be moving on, but it's all dependent. Like, it won't be a straight elimination like it will be for future seasons. I'd just like to say, watch out for the beginners next season, because they do use roll, and by their third week, they were already on. I was having them do trail mix and the sour cube. So, yeah. So, Fergus Falls, huge shout out, and the PHS out there. So, but yeah,
this is the McFlyin generation. The McFlyin generation is plagued by bad early coaching, but I haven't touched those beginners. They're not anywhere near me.
Oh, I know. You'll see the difference. No, but Yeah, so they will move on. It's just a matter of placement. So you definitely want to be in really good placement because what I'm about to throw at these pilots were confused about turns, sour cube, anything else I threw at them, turns inside of a sour cube. Let's just say it's going to be mayhem, and you want really good placement.
Hmm.
Okay.
And yes, my
Self number
apologies
one
for
with the win.
rambling.
That's okay. You're self number 1 with the win. Kingley, strong in second. Now it's just up to Moose Master and Liv. Who can stay out of that last spot? Moose Master almost near the end of his third lap. Liv still on lap 2. And I think Moose Master has done it successfully.
10-second
Come in
countdown.
third. Liv takes last. Let's see what happens on this next one. Is Moose Master doing some crazy flippies?
Let you guys flip along with that. Here we go.
Ball start, ball start. All right, here we go, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up.
Quite the freestyler, Moose Master. Lining up. We do fly in manual mode in the Velocidrone simulator in the YDSC. That was a change we made. It was controversial at the time, but my goodness, the pilots have really been learning how to fly the real thing with all this training in the sim. Dare I say we've got the best pilots in the country in development here in the YDSC.
You don't have to dare it. It's true.
It's true.
It's legit.
I'd like to also say how awesomely far they've come after the 1 week of griping about manual mode and then needed to be changed back to auto because of the issue with Velocidrone that night, and everybody's like, "Oh, why are we doing that?" Yep.
Yeah.
You're welcome, pilots.
When you're right, you're right. Power was right.
I'm used to the pilots not listening though, and then
Don't listen to me.
Brian
coming
might,
back and
Brian might be the dad of dad jokes. Like, it's there, but the way he pushes these pilots is second to none. I'm not sure all of them have grasped that yet, but he keeps it light, he keeps it fun, he keeps them confident, and they learn. I mean, look at our best pilots right now. They'll come up in the advance. All of them started with Brian. Like, that's where they're at. It's just incredible what Sour Power has done with these kids and these pilots and where they've progressed. And my gosh, I'm so jealous. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm crazy jealous of the skills that they have right now. It's insane. It's insane.
Joel, I have to announce, I'm going to stop doing whatever I've been doing, and I'm just going to train with Sour Power for a while because I've seen what happens. And
You do have to commit. You have to put the time in. I mean, it is a commitment.
early is on time is late, and we start at 4 a.m. on Saturday.
Which
Hey,
is
I was
why
early.
I will never be on time.
I was early today. Sour Power can attest to it.
Yes.
Yourself number 1 is the earliest around this course right now. Well into lap number 3. Well ahead of Kingley. Then it's Moose Master, then it's Liv. Liv is on lap 2, as is Moose Master. Can Liv catch up to Moose Master before it's too late? Yourself number 1 with the win. Colorado in the house. I hope this Kingdom and the rest of the fans there at Colorado Early Colleges are taking note of this star pilot they've got. Then it's the Holy Angels pilots. Kingley finishing second. Moose Master has to keep it together here. Liv is giving chase. Can Moose Master cement his spot in the next round? He's just got to get through this craziest of courses.
I mean, I watched these quote unquote beginner pilots, novice, and I'm like, yeah, that's me. Like that's how I am going through this course. So, and it took me 5 years to get here. So I just want to point that out.
Well, as we will recall, prior to the experimental formats that Sour Power has been developing, we were just keeping the beginners in the simplest of ovals, and these are not ovals. This ain't no oval right here. As Moose Master finishes up, that is the end of the road for Liv, but Liv giving it a great effort on this most challenging of
Finish
courses.
out this lap, Liv.
Liv gonna continue through this lap that they're on. As wow, Moose Master is just giving us all the dizzies.
He knows he's on stream when he.
There we go. False start.
Pilots, arm your quad.
Yeah, no matter where y'all finish, I'm proud of all of you. So I'm hard on you on your weaknesses to make you stronger, but y'all have come really far and y'all are doing awesome. So
Yeah, they are.
You're here.
just want to point that out.
Well, and again, it's not the oval. They are getting the experience on this big course, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
So congrats, pilots, and all the Wednesdays. Such growth.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to overstate that.
All right. Well, who gets introduced here as we move these top
Nope.
three along?
Nobody. We keep going until there is one.
Wow. Yeah, so we're down to match number 3. We've eliminated Scaligo Bird because he had internet issues, which is always nice to get rid of early. Match number 2, we eliminated
Joel, she.
she. Skylar is a she. Wait.
Yes.
Oh,
right.
Skylar is a she. All right. I am so sorry. That has been missing. Okay. Anyway, she was eliminated from match number 1, and Liv was eliminated in match number 2. Match number 3 is going to be Kingly, yourself, and one Moose Master again. Do not finish last. I think we're going to pick them up right in the middle here.
Here we go. Goggles down, thumbs up, pilots.
This is a race of attrition amongst the beginners.
Now this is interesting because we've seen a pretty good mix-up between these 3 pilots for the last couple matches.
That's true.
They've been
That is true.
switching these orders around, so this could definitely go more than 2. Definitely has the capability of it. We'll see if the pilots agree.
Well, they all want a really good spot in Champs Weekend, so.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong,
Really
Brian. All 3 of these pilots are going to be moving on to the next round regardless, right? To go
Correct.
face against
Correct.
Shy.
But
So,
this just seeds them officially,
so we're going to see
going
these.
all the way through.
Yeah, so we're going to see these 3 pilots again in a couple matches later. They'll have a chance to go up against Shy Dragon in the intermediate groups. Give her some competition for the night, as well as a potential for some upsets. We'll see. Yourself, number 1, out to a pretty strong lead. See if they can get more and more locked in. Again, sometimes the beginners don't realize how many times the advanced and the intermediate pilots are grinding this course the week up to. I know that for Broth and Boomer this week, I know that they've put in hundreds of laps leading up to this. I know that for a fact. I know. So those 2 pilots are going to be giving us a rundown, and we'll see how much Squirkit put in and Eclipse put in, because they may be right there with them looking for a win this week.
This is when it gets real toward the end of the season. Now, yourself, number 1 has been early on was mixing it up with Kingly and Moose Master, but ever since then has found his lines.
Yeah, he's found his lines. Moose Master about 10 gates back from Kingly, but in the gate, that spiral up gate sequence, so a little deceiving. Here's Kingly and Moose Master only about a gate apart. We got Moose Master in Moose Master, or Kingly and Moose Master's views. Trying to reel him in.
Well, yourself, number 1, has cleaned up a lot of stuff, and been coming to a lot of fun flies and just listening and putting in tons of their own time as well too to keep grinding and getting better.
Got caught up a little bit there, but knows how to recover.
What some of these pilots understand is that when you become a good FPV pilot for racing, the world is your oyster. Like, and it is so true. Like, your ability to pilot these things is just, you are in tune with it, you understand it, and that applies to everything from the smallest all the way up to the largest drones you can buy. I'm talking the freaking 3-foot drones, like giant ones. And what you can do with them, it's incredible. You can.
It's elite level piloting.
Yeah.
Yourself number one comes in with the win here. I gotta say, I saw a video today. I'm gonna share it out with the entire YDSC in an email update tomorrow. It's an FPV fly through of the Gigafactory, Tesla's Gigafactory in Berlin. It is awesome, and only pilots with skill, like the pilots we see here in the YDSC, can even hope to do something like that. But they all have that in their future. They can do so many things with these skills.
Here we go,
It's absolutely
pilots.
true what
Goggles
Joel said.
down, thumbs up.
Yeah, and if you pay attention to any movies coming out, whether you see it on Netflix or in the theaters or Amazon or Disney, whatever, you are starting to see more and more drone footage. And I'm not going to lie, some of the drone footage I watched in those movies, like $100 million movie, blockbuster movies, pale in comparison in this pilot capabilities compared to some of the pilots we have here. And I'm aghast. I'm like, these... some of the pilots we have are absolutely prepared to enter into an incredible world of cinematography that they haven't even begun to comprehend yet. So the pilots are putting in the time and coming into all the free flies and the things. Maybe they get it. Maybe they understand. They've connected the dots. They realize. I know Shy Dragon has connected these dots because she's the smoothest pilot in this entire league, and she knows what she's doing.
So one of the so NASCAR has a drone cam.
Yeah.
That flies around at races. Also, this Friday in theaters, by Michael Bay, the movie Ambulance actually has a DRL pilot who took a bunch of shots.
Who is it?
In that one, Alex Vanover.
Oh, Vanover did it.
Yep. And Jet as well.
Vanover and Jet with Michael Bay. I mean, Michael Bay is one of the biggest directors out there, especially the big special effects blockbuster films. So that is huge.
And to be clear, you do not need to be a DRL pilot to think that you can get good cinematography. Like that is not the requirements. You do not have to go fast. You just have to have command and control of the quad that you are flying. That is it. And they're hard to fly. I mean, this is why we do this, because it takes practice, it takes time. Right along with Moose Master here, about 30 gates back from elimination behind Kingley. Gonna need to catch up or maybe hope for a self-mistake by Kingley at this point. Self number one seems locked in.
I'll tell you what, NCAT understands how valuable these skills are. That's why they are supporting the YDSC. And NCAT is leading the way with autonomous technologies nationally here. So, who's gonna design the autonomous flight paths and the preferences and the rules for the autonomous flights of the future? It's going to be these pilots. They know what drones can do. Great partnership with NCAT, National Center for Autonomous Technologies, here in the YDSC.
What are they doing? What are they doing for us, Marty? We're promoting them. What are they doing for us specifically?
Well, they're supporting all of our efforts here. They're supporting all these pilots, and they allow us to have our big season-ending national championship here in the Soaring Spring 22 back at Target Field. Target Field, home of the Minnesota Twins.
Heck yes.
Thanks to NCAT, we can fly there. And all the kids can fly there, and they can get on the Jumbotron. And then speaking of Shy Dragon is bringing back her big video setup. We were just talking about it today.
Okay, good.
Super
I was going to
excited
ask. I was like, her and her production company took our production level up a notch, and I'm not sure I can do without it.
No, we've quickly grown used to the greatness that it is. All right, yourself number 1, Kingly. That means Moose Master.
Finish it out, Moose Master.
There you
Finished
go.
last twice, but all 3 are moving on, so I'm not saying goodbye
we,
yet.
We will see Moose Master again in just a second. Right now, we need to just finish up our placements between yourself, number 1, and Kingly.
And also, anyone who is in the YDSC and interested in cinematography, contact me. Go through a short little safety class, and then you start learning about Cinewhoops, and we get you flying in the sim, flying IRL. There's going to be Cinecamps happening all over, along with more fun stuff in the summer.
Oh, you see me typing? Do you hear me typing too? I didn't mean to type over your message there, Brian. It's a good message. Yeah.
That's all right. You got to take notes on it. There's a lot happening, so you want to take notes.
I don't want to miss that. Yes.
Check out here after Monday. A new update's going to happen. You want to go. You want to actually go to fly.udronesports.org and check out all the cool, fun things happening all over the place. So, Moose Master, if you could please mute. Moose Master.
Yeah, I got him. Here we go.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up.
It's just these two.
Just these two. We got to establish our pecking order. So here we go. Match race between Kingly and yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yourself number 1 still needs to get me a profile pic. I'm at this point. I'm just gonna go make one for them.
Yeah, we need something.
I'm not okay with defaults anymore. Come on. I even made you an avatar editor. In like 30 seconds, you can hit a randomize button and hit submit and call it a day. That's better than the default.
Well, the default is cool. They are goggles.
No, they're not. The default is the YDSC micro drone that Lowfly designed, which is still awesome.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That one's cool too. So I mean, why not have that as your pick? So you have to make it like something like weird and goofy that nobody wants.
No,
that's a good point.
Yes, and then everyone will be like, oh, I don't want that, and then they'll actually go and fix it. Now they'll be like, oh, that's cool, that's fine.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So don't make it look
it's
awesome.
Too cool. It's too cool of a default. And the goggles,
too cool for drone school.
Too cool for drone school.
Well, I could make it so that they just all randomly get assigned a random avatar that looks like junk.
Yeah, just something really.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's just a random shape, some colors, and be like, go make something better.
I mean, yourself number 1 did change the spelling of their pilot name.
They did.
Which helped.
They were very helpful in that, because I was breaking Velocitron.
Yes.
Legitimately
so we got
breaking.
that. There's more that we can do, like a profile picture. It doesn't have to be their picture. Put whatever you want in there. But currently leading the way by 20 gates over Kingly from Holy Angels, it's Colorado Early Colleges. Fort Collins edition. That's on the east side of Colorado.
Oh, Kingly's upside down. For the viewers asking for more pilot stuff, yeah, we're in FPV mode tonight. Unfortunately, the spectator cams are all over the map, and I'm not confident. I was gonna try and do some follow cam, chase cam with my own stuff, but this map is just so tight. There's not really a good position to find it, so we're stuck on FPV tonight, which is fine.
False start.
I mean,
Yourself number 1 with the win.
That's drone racing for you, FPV, man. What that does mean, though, is that we are going to be... Oh, I gotta change this one. We'll be flipping along as we go. I think that was audio.
Here we go.
Yourself number 1.
Goggles down, thumbs up.
Kingly can't finish last year, or it will be over. Can Kingly force...
Stop typing, pilots.
Oh, it's not me this time. Can Kingly force what we call a rubber match here in this match race. That would be the third and deciding heat, but yourself number one just trying to close the door. Getting out to go fast start. Yourself number one finding his groove for sure. Kingley, the junior from Holy Angels, gonna have to take it to another level here. But I've seen him do it. So much castle to fly through, so many gates. I think there's about 80 gates per lap here. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
A lot more than the other.
Right now, Kingley is about 20 gates behind after one lap. Race pace not keeping up.
Speaking of cinematography, last week when I was spring breaking, I was in Los Angeles.
Oh,
where
yourself
I went
makes a
to college.
mistake. Let's see if they can get up. Oh no, back up down. Kingley, this is a chance.
Kingley has a chance.
Oh, yourself recovers.
And yourself is
Up the
strong
worm.
in that snake. Worm, whatever you want to call it.
What are we calling it? I'm calling it the worm. Or the slinky? Slinky would be good.
Oh, Slinky's good. It looks like a Slinky.
It looks like a slinky.
All right, still has a good lead. What I was going to say is, I went to a top film school at the University of Southern California, and I went there so long ago that it was before everybody was editing on computers. We were editing real film. It was crazy. So I went back to the school. It's completely changed. I'm talking to the current students. I'm like, back in the day, we used to do this and this. But then I said, you guys using drones? And of course, at the USC Film School, they're preparing future professionals. So they make sure that you have your Part 107 license before you do anything with drones in your student films. But I said, has anybody been trying FPV? I think I need to bring a bunch of FPV pilots from the YDSC to the greatest film school on the planet and have them show what's possible. And you know what? They're going to get trained by Sour Power. All right,
Probably
quick
should.
story.
Probably should have like a professional cinematography training session, course or
Yes.
whatever. Brian, want to make a couple bucks?
A course, you said?
Of course. Is the Pope Catholic? Wait.
No, what? Because there's no course. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Of course, no, because I'm typing and I'm waiting for pilots to finish to send it.
Wait.
Kingley
What just
got the
happened?
win.
What just happened?
Kingley got the win.
Kingley
Yeah,
got the win.
Kingley got the win.
I was bantering so much. I didn't notice that your stuff number one was just struggling so much there. Lost the line. Kingley able to keep himself alive. That means
Amazing.
we are headed to our rubber match, Marty.
It's the rubber match.
So yes, we're doing cinematography classes.
Yeah,
Just
I
get
mean,
with Sour Power. I don't know what you were.
I mean, to
about,
be
but-
clear,
We'll talk
like
about it.
pilots, if you're watching or listening and you're part of the YDSC, you're getting classes that we could probably charge literally thousands of dollars for at the collegiate or college level. So take advantage, use this time. This is good training. If this world interests you at all, you're not going to find a better opportunity. Just saying. This is
Yeah, and
like
you can't just-
like tens of dollars gets you into all these courses. If not singles of dollars. We don't charge much around here, so
No, you get a lot, and you get by going through just the sim part alone, you get your first, second, and third badges, and then we move to IRL stuff because that really shows you what's ready. And then that's level 4 and 5. We also do offer 107 Part 107A classes as well. But as you're going through cinematography, it's not just about flying. You learn about the actual drone. We have a build week with building them, learning about cameras and filters. You also learn how to make a storyline, because I'm just like a director or someone who hired you to come out, and I will be giving you a scenario and you different things,
look at
and
this.
then you have to fulfill that scenario
That's
in
legit.
order to basically pass the class.
That's
That's
legit.
amazing.
And So it's there's a lot that goes into it. So you actually get set up for success. And all this pressure that you're doing right now, and why I put pressure on you throughout every single sim race, even if racing is not your thing, because when you're going around something, some fancy object that costs millions of dollars, or a tight space, or through trees just to get that one shot, will you crash? Maybe, but you'll be able to control those nerves as you're doing those different things and different shots.
Or it
So-
might be a international incident if you were to crash into it potentially. Like
Let's start it up.
Some
We got a rubber
T-Rex
match.
bones from Canada.
All right, rubber bands in the house. Here we go. Goggles down, thumbs up.
Oh, reset. That's awesome.
You got some pilots
I mean,
waiting.
what a course to get involved with. Like, not just learning how to fly, but understanding the assignment, right? You got to understand the assignment. And so
Credit these pilots for seeking out the best opportunity in all of scholastic sports. It's right here.
I mean, I love
have
I love
fun.
me some Rocket League. I love me some Overwatch, but the real life skills there don't exactly translate into something. So, not to knock on my esports, friends and stuff, but
Yeah.
I think drone racing has a much more applicable career path than learning how to do some aerials in Rocket League.
Crazy valuable.
I mean, they did make an IRL Rocket League car.
Oh, really?
They really did, yeah.
It
It
flies?
probably
But
doesn't flip or anything, but
it
has
can't
a
drive
rocket
up.
engine.
It cannot drive up walls and then onto ceilings. It doesn't have anti-grav in it. That's
You don't
drones have
know.
anti-grav. Let's be honest. Look at this
Yeah,
thing. I
crazy.
mean,
if the Woovers could fly, that'd be the way.
that'd be the way. This is the way.
That is all I've spoken.
Okay, shelf number 1 is 12 gates up on Kingley. They are halfway through.
This is a big deal. Let's pay attention here. Let's focus. All right, your stuff number 1 goes down. Kingley about 10 gates back, but they were in the Slinky, so they're coming up quick. Couple gates back.
And your shelf number 1 had a little bit of contact made.
Right. Here's your self number 1. Moving on to lap number 3. Here's Kingley now finishing up their last little sequence and about to start moving on to lap number 3 as well. So yourself has about a 15 gate lead. You got a 5-second lead at the moment.
I'm watching yourself number 1 locking in right now. Smells the wind. Doesn't want to have an issue like last time.
Missed one on that
Back
drop.
up.
There it
Yep.
is.
Oh, another.
Miss another. This is hard. Like I said, this Slinky portion, not easy. Not easy at all. This is insane. Like, it is so demanding on perfection on the sticks. And again, what you're about to see here in a couple minutes when we get to our intermediate and advanced pilots, or advanced pilots specifically, is going to be just mind-blowing of how quick
Yourself
they
number
can...
1 gets the win. Bounces back after that loss that was surprising in how quickly it happened, and I even missed it, but recovers, gets the win. Kingley coming in about 12 seconds back. Well done, pilots. The beginners getting ready to move up. I believe that's next.
That is right. So those 3 from the novice group, which would be yourself number 1 taking first in that group tonight, Kingley second in that group, and Moose Master third for the novice category tonight, are all gonna move up into the intermediate category because Shy Dragon is waiting there and needs some people to race against. So that's what we're gonna do. So here we go. Match number 5, Shy Dragon. Yourself number 1, Kingley, Moose Master, and waiting on Shy to get into the match, I think.
Sky Dragon, Dragon's Eye View Media, going to be at the YDSC Soaring Spring 22 National Championship at Target Field, home of the Minnesota Twins, covering it in a way that will bring that event to life in such a cool way. Excited to have her back. And she is a great racing pilot as well. She has the ability to fly FPV in her arsenal as a cinematographer and a videographer. Founding member of the Tiny Turbines homeschool team, going up against yourself number 1 from Colorado Early Colleges,
Wait,
Kingley, and Moose Master from Holy Angels.
So wait, what is the breakdown of the turbines? We have Eclipse. Are they the captain, coach, manager, and Shy? She's the coach. Captain. So Eclipse is the manager.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Well, these roles should be all defined in League OS.
Yeah, it is. I just don't have it up on my screen right now. I just want to make sure. But I need to get my daughter. I keep saying this week over week. I'm like, Arya is desperate to get in and learn to fly, and I'm just like, well,
Send
I
her
know
over any Monday.
I know of no better group to put her in than the Tiny Turbines. So
None better.
None better.
None better.
Literally none better. My
You
gosh.
practice every Monday, Joel.
Every
Just
Monday?
Get her on the server. Or actually, you're on the server. That's enough.
4. Every Monday at 4.
Every Monday at 4.
Mondays.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna take a break. While I take a break, I'm gonna go tell my wife to make sure that we block out Mondays at 4.
But this Monday, from 3 to 6, they should all be registered to go to Holy Angels.
Holy Angels, home of the Minnesota State Championship. We got a little preview event, a little practice event being run by Sour Power this coming Monday.
Here we go, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up.
Okay,
I
we're
mean,
on to
there
match
is
5.
Certainly sim racing, but there's also in real life racing, and so any opportunity you can do that to either put your Microtrack Smash cores together, race that, go race at these Funfly events or these different exhibition matches that Sour Power is putting together across the cities, or just race around your house. All
So they're
beneficial.
off.
There we go.
Yourself number 1 is leading the way. Shy Dragon, the new pilot in the mix, currently in second. Sour Power, refresh my memory. Once we have a blackout pilot here, what happens with this group, the emerging 3?
It goes till we have 1.
And then only 1 gets to go up with the
Only-
advance?
Yes.
Okay.
One
No.
moves on.
1 will be left standing. And how many pilots do we have in the advanced group?
We have 6 pilots waiting,
Oh
licking their chops at this chance
We're going
to
to go.
throw this castle on fire.
This is going to go longish. Let's see. Kingley is your new leader. Shy Dragon in second. Yourself number 1, third. But what matters here, of course, is last. Moose Master currently in last. The 8th grader from Annunciation racing for Holy Angels. Can Moose Master catch yourself number 1 currently in third? Meanwhile, Shy Dragon and Kingley in each other's sights. Shy Dragon goes down temporarily, back up. That drops her to third. Moose Master's got to find somebody. Pass somebody, Moose Master. Keeping that dream alive. Pilots. Remember, yourself number 1 beat out Kingley in the match race. It took a best of 3, went to 3. But now we have Kingley leading the way. Then Shy Dragon, then yourself number 1. Moose Master, though, not too far back. Staying with the pack has a chance. Just stay alive in this format. Just pass somebody, anybody. They're all on lap 3 now. Anything is possible. Shy Dragon so smooth up through the slinky. But it's Kingley with the win. Shy Dragon second.
Nicely done. Well, just don't be last. We're here with Moose Master and yourself number 1. Moose Master,
Watch this out. Look at this. It's tight. Moose Master has moved into third. Something happened with yourself number 1.
Some of the
He's trying to catch Moose Master in the slinky.
Through the slinkies. Oh, right on the tail. You can see him in their front view. Oh.
That was where the catch was made.
Oh, you're
Can Moose Master rebound? Oh, down again goes your son.
Oh.
And Moose Master gets it.
Moose Master gets it.
Oh.
Yourself number 1 goes from first to last as we include Shy Dragon in the mix. I don't know what exactly happened, but yourself number 1 has a first L.
Here we go. Redemption.
It is totally an L. We should just get like a big big L.
All right, we know that yourself number 1 is capable of writing that. Okay, here we go. Moose Master, though, stuck with it. What resilience by the 8th grader. The 8th grader. You got a few of them in the YDSC, but it's such a great distinction being an 8th grader and playing up with high school and even collegiate pilots. All right, Hingley back in front here. Got the win last time. Leading the way again. Then it's, now yourself number 1 is climbed into first himself. Yourself in the lead himself. Shy Dragon just likes being in second. No matter what happens, I look and Shy Dragon's in second. Steady and smooth. Moose Master finds himself in the last position again. That's where you do not want to be. Got some time, though.
Shy Dragon is the epitome of just going to run my race. I'm just going to do my thing. It's going to be beautiful. This is why I like, whenever she's flying, I'm just locked in on FPV on her. It's so just refreshing. It's just nice. It is. It literally is. Like, this is the smoothest ride you're going to get through this course. So good. Also, she knows the turns. Like, you can tell. Like, in her FPV, we're watching what she sees. She's clipping those gates. She doesn't even... She's practiced this course enough. She knows exactly what throttle to give, where to drop, where to fall, where to turn. She anticipates the gates. She knows. She has it memorized. We don't...
You could put her up at a party and just watch it. Just have it on all the screens at the party.
Yeah. Like, we don't go through a gate and then suddenly have to, like, think about where the next gate is. She knows. She knows where it's at. We're already on our way there. It's so very nice.
Super smooth. But currently in third, Kingley and yourself number 1 battling for first at the moment. Kingley's got sizable lead.
You know, one thing that we talked about with Shy is she was willing to host a cinematography competition, and we should probably follow up on that. I feel like we've reached the point where we need to go back and make sure that that is something that is added to maybe our summer, because it's been a pretty ridiculous winter. So maybe it's a summer event. We'll schedule that. So Shy, I know you're listening. Let's connect on that, and let's get a summer cinematography competition going.
Kingley gets the win. Oh, yes, Shy, go ahead. Okay. Kingley with the win. Yourself number 1, about 18 seconds back. Shy Dragon in third. So Moose Master is taking last this time. Just comes in with a strong finish. Moose Master, I love the dedication.
Here we go.
And the resilience. But you now have an L as well. So
goggles down.
Yourself number 1 and Moose Master carrying L's. He can't get 2. Avoid the L.
Avoid the L.
Anything can happen here. This format is not a quick one.
Yeah, it's a little bit different because typically they're in drone racing. You typically have the fastest pilot in a group, and so they will win twice in a row more often than not. But you always have a skirmish kind of at the bottom of each group, and it really also depends upon who crashes. Like, I think this format really rewards consistency. At the end of the day, like that is the true part of what this does, which is kind of why I think we like it a lot. In regular drone racing, consistency is like, like I may be able to escape if I push it hard, and I can maybe finish third because we're all pushing hard, and so I have some people who crash out with me, that kind of thing. And this, finishing is everything. If you don't finish, you're out, just straight up. So your first job in this format is finish, which means that you need to be slowing it down. It's not a question of being first. We don't care who's first. We only care who's last. So you can slow it down and just make sure that you're faster than the guy at the bottom. And don't be the guy at the bottom. So it's kind of a different mentality that you kind of adopt when you do this format. But I enjoy it.
Survive and advance is the key.
Here's Moose Master really struggling with this sequence down. There he goes. Gets back on the line. There we go. So again, yourself number 1 out in first. Train place with his Shy at the front right now. We're going to ride along with Moose here at the back. We go up the Slinky. Missed
Yourself
one of the gates a
one
little.
Trouble. That's how Shy grabbed the lead. She's got it again. Yourself trying to climb back up. Kingly and yourself trading places as I speak. But Moose Master's got to catch somebody. Anybody.
I can feel the frustration in the sticks right now, so just slow it down. Wait for other people to make the mistake. You don't need to push it. You know the lines. Figure out those lines. There you go. Yourself number 1 dropped all the way down to third right now. Where is he? Okay, there we are. Also struggling with this sequence of down gates. This is one of the harder parts of this whole course for novices, is that there's a lot of what we call dive segments or dive gates, where if you fly in angle mode, which I think all of these pilots are flying in angle mode right now, it's hard to go down. It's very hard to go down. You have to pull off the throttle and push forward so much.
Hey,
like almost.
Look out! Moose Master just overtook third place from yourself number 1. They are the 2 pilots without.
I'm right along with yourself. Yourself currently in 4th place at the moment. Feeling the heat. Slow it down yourself. Don't worry about it. Just get it done. Get it done.
Ooh.
That's it. Moose Master grab third. Yourself number 1 has the second L here. A shocker.
Yourself won
first.
Didn't they?
Yes. He won the beginner group and gets knocked out first here as we add in Shy Dragon from intermediate. So yourself number 1, amazing run early.
Here we go.
Just got caught up there in this particular match. But you are back next week for the final. Learn from this one, as we all will. And now there's 3.
Now there's 3. Moving right along.
Keep it moving. We got a lot of pilots to get through here.
Oh gosh.
Woo. National Center for Autonomous Technology sponsoring the Youth Drone Sports Championships here in our Soaring Spring 22 season in the sim. Let's get a move on. They're off. Kingly, Shy Dragon, and Moose Master. Moose Master surviving and advancing. Now he's got to catch Kingly and Shy Dragon. Pretty consistent pilots. But Moose Master getting better by the lap. I gotta get back into FPV land. Oh my gosh, did I do the thing again?
What thing again? What thing again?
I think I'm riding along on a drone again.
I still don't understand how you do that consistently, week over week.
I'm the only guy that does it. Oh my god, what in the world? But I don't see the drone this time. Okay, I gotta switch. How am I doing this? It's a great ride. Kingly leading, Shy Dragon second. Moose Master trying to stay out of third place, also known as last, with 3 pilots.
Also known as last. That's brutal.
Well, we've been saying don't be last, third place, same difference. Okay, now I'm back. Now I've got the right view again. Waiting for Shy Dragon to make a mistake. Good luck with that. Kingly, though, moving fastest for the time being. But Shy Dragon's coming. Right there. Locked in. A little mistake by Kingly, and that's all she needed. Shy Dragon takes over. Oh, Kingly is stuck. Moose Master has a chance. Kingly is down.
Oh yeah, Kingly is like stuck in a gate. This is like real life, man. Like sometimes you hit that gate and your props
Shy
just
Dragon with the win.
get it. Here we go. Moose Master, chance to extend himself.
Moose Master just playing the long game again. Fortunately, it's his teammate Kingly that he's about to pass up.
Right there, just
And
there
he
we
does.
go. Moose Master gets past Kingly right now. Match number 1, or in game number 1 of match 6. Kingly's struggling. I can't tell if they're trying.
Nope, I'm stuck.
Stuck.
Like glitch stuck.
Yeah, your props are tangled up in that fabric right there for sure.
Gotta finish, Moose.
It's funny. I'm
Moose Master has to finish.
heading up to North
it.
Dakota this weekend to go help with the CDRC, the Collegiate Drone Racing Championships. And I was talking to Jordan last night, the manager for the CDRA, and we were reminiscing on when
All start.
Pilots, arm your quad.
there was a drone that
Here we
literally
go.
went down. We were flying in a stadium. It went down like one of the columns on the side that's like the supporting beams, like into the middle of like an I-beam. And they they had to fish it out. It took them like a half hour. Hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He's like, if we finish on time,
That's
I'm
right,
like,
this
it's drone racing. We never finish on time.
This weekend at the University of North Dakota, the Collegiate Drone Racing Championships. Netizen will be there.
I think Skycats, the sequel, is coming up. He's going to race with us on Saturday nights.
The sequel will be there, yes.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you, Skycats will doing a college visit at the perfect time, right there for CDRC, Collegiate Drone Racing Championships.
Give a little shout out. So if you're interested in like touring a college that specializes in aviation and different things, UND, University of North Dakota, is pretty big deal.
Yes.
Come on up this weekend. You can watch the CDRC, the championships of all the collegiate pilots racing indoors. It's an amazing facility. One of the most well put together drone races I think I've ever been a part of, to be perfectly honest. And I've been a part of, honestly, a lot after the last 5 years. The CDRC is amazing. Jordan Kruger, Millennial Falcon, does a fantastic job. And we'll be hanging out. That race is on Saturday, Sunday. There's whoop racing on Saturday night. And if you are interested in bringing your whoops, you can come fly with us and face off against all the collegiate pilots. On top of that, if you are flying a 5-inch, you are welcome to come and participate in the official championships on Saturday, Sunday. Just get a hold of me. If you have a 5-inch quad and you aren't doing anything this weekend, DM me today. Because we have an open invite to bring high school pilots up to the CDRC to go dominate. So,
Oh my God. That is huge.
yeah.
Especially because, I mean, it's a bit of a drive to get up to UND, but the CDRC is not going to be at UND for the next 2 years. This is the chance right
This
now.
is the
So
chance, yeah.
I hope everybody heard what
And-
Netizen just said.
and-
Not only is there whoop racing there on Saturday night,
And we'll
can
figure
find
out
fun.
lodging. Like, we'll make it either free or ridiculously dirt cheap. Like, you just got to bring your drone. Got a weekend off? Bring a drone, and we'll get you competing on an amazing indoor track, 5-inch style. it'll be awesome. Joe Scully, the voice of FPV, will be there commentating. We'll be running whoop races on Saturday nights. We'll be running 5 inches with some of the best pilots. I know Engineer's coming back, make another appearance. Pie Fly, unfortunately, was unable to get her parents to agree to come. But, and I don't think, whatever. But, you know, it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a good weekend. So,
Shy Dragon gets the win here in the race we're watching. But that's big news, what Medicine's saying. Kingley currently in second. Can Kingley finish it out and avoid getting a second L? Looks like.
Yep.
He has. Okay.
So we'll go to game number 3.
An L to Kingley last race, the last heat. Moose Master gets it this time.
I'll start.
Shy Dragon looking good so far.
Here we go. Goggles down, thumbs up.
Clickety clackety, here goes Marty.
That's me.
Marty, I think we should get you, if you're not up for wearing headphones, let's give you like a podcaster mic or something you can put in front of you, then we can isolate that keyboard noise out of here.
Oh my goodness, so much going on. But here we are. Shy Dragon waited patiently for this chance, showing these.
So we're right along with Kingley. I think Kingley's having some internet issues because I'm getting only half his packets, hence it feels like we're missing all the gates. What is happening is that I'm only getting maybe an update of his actual position in the game every half a second, and so the rest of the time the game is interpolating him between my position on screen and what is telling me, but his version is authoritative, meaning that what he's flying is what he's flying. He doesn't have to worry about what the server thinks he's flying. And we do that because
on my end you're breaking up too.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that.
Oh yeah, I got red dots everywhere.
Like there's been pilots having issues all night between computer and Discord and stuff. So.
No, it looks like I got some problems with my upstream as well. So it's probably me for sure. I might say it's okay.
Moose Master currently in last place in this group. Kingley and Moose Master both trying to stay out of last, or they will be eliminated. One of those two finishes last here, they're done. Can they both catch Shy Dragon? That's going to be tough. Shy Dragon currently your leader. Kingley staying close. Moose Master a little further back.
Alright, we're back on the green.
That sounded a lot better.
Probably my wife started watching something on Netflix or something. If only I had fiber. Kingley back in the lead. Shy Dragon in second.
On to lap 3.
But again, we are only about not being last. So Moose Master right now at risk. Hang out with Shy Dragon here as she finishes her lap.
Front.
Oh yeah, we're definitely dropping packets left and right. There you go. Shy Dragon finishing only about a half a second behind. Kingley, second place. Moose Master.
False start.
It is farewell.
Arm your quads.
It is farewell, man. Moose Master. Great flying.
Moose Master had a great run. Survived when we thought it was going to be over. Well done, Moose Master. Crazy good. Holy Angels hosting an awesome event on Monday. You too.
Goggles down, thumbs up, pilots. Here we go. Don't be last.
Down to Shy Dragon and Kingley for who gets a chance to move up and fly with the advanced pilots. A distinction in their own right. Just moving up there. And off they go. Shy Dragon out front early, but it is close. They are in each other's sights. Kingley makes the pass. This is fun. Oh. It's like tandem flying at its best.
I want Shy Dragon's little icon turned into like a little what were the the Beanie Babies. I want like a Beanie Baby Shy Dragon. Maybe I'll have my daughter Aria knit something for you. She could probably put something together. It'd be pretty great.
I think Shy Dragon should be making like NFTs of these designs.
Probably.
NFT of...
Focus on flying, Shy. Don't listen. I could tell in your flying.
She's like, oh, these are good ideas.
Yes, write them down. Marty, you could please type that up.
I'm typing. Gotta write it down to remember. Kingly slightly ahead of Shy Dragon as she weathers these distractions.
This is just training. As you have producers. Oh, Kingly makes mistake going up the Slinky. Here comes Shy. Now Kingly is in her sights.
Kingly gets it back.
Oh yeah, check out my internet all over the place. We zip along. Right,
as we come up to the 7:30 Central mark, we will emerge with one pilot for advance. Then we're gonna have to go fast. We're gonna have to go very fast.
Yeah. The one thing about Black Hole Knockout is that it definitely goes longer than Chase the Ace, without a doubt. Like, it's legitimately, without a doubt, goes longer. So we are probably going to break past the 8 o'clock mark tonight. I'm guessing we got another 45 minutes in us. So.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go.
This is all who proves to be in the rightful spot and qualified in their spot for champs.
Yeah, I mean that's part of why I love it. Oh, here comes Shy Dragon. Kingly having serious troubles on the last chunk. Here comes Shy.
They're close.
One last second. I see the trail. Oh.
Yeah, Kingly just gets it. All right.
Shy will take the first L.
Goggles down, thumbs up.
That was close. All right, so this is setting the seeding for next week's championship. So that's why we're doing it this way. But we are going to be boogieing.
Yeah, it gets the pilots ready for state and nationals too. When if you overwork your fingers, it actually builds them up, builds those calluses and make you a lot stronger, a lot more consistent as you go through as well too.
Strongest, fastest thumbs in the West. Here we are.
Oh, we'll have some fast flippers.
All right. Ooh, Shy Dragon. I mean, there's something about this course too. You can be smooth for several heats in a row, and then something can just get you. Seen that tonight.
I mean, that's drone racing though. Like, it can be punishing and just humiliating sometimes when it comes to it. You can hit that gate. Normally you'd pop out, be able to get back up, keep going. Other times you hit that gate and it just grabs your props, pulls you into the fabric, and you're done. That's the end of the line.
True.
And so we really focus on consistency. Like, we're flying along with Shy right now. Like, not a lot of mistakes. Nice and smooth. That's what it comes down to. Kingly about a 10 gate lead. Having problems on this drop down. Going back and forth here. Okay, finally finds the moment down there. So if you're watching on stream, you can definitely feel the difference right now between Shy and Kingly in terms of their quad control and what they're doing. Kingly is more aggressive, and sometimes that's more forgiving in the sim than in real life, which is fine. You got to play to what your medium is.
Kingly on to lap 3 ahead of Shy Dragon. Here comes Shy.
One mistake from Kingly right now will probably give Shy a chance to catch up. He's got to be careful. He's got to keep that consistency right now. Do not crash.
Kingly has a chance to join the advanced pilots, and they don't want any part of him, I'll tell you that. The damage he's been doing in these Wednesday nights. But it could be Shy. Ooh.
Critical moment here as we head up to Slinky. one of the hardest portions of this course. Pretty smooth from Kingsley that time.
He is through it, no problem.
All right, we're going into the last chunk here. Drown through the grate. Looks like Kingsley's going to be able to do it. There he is.
It's Kingsley moving on to advance. Shy Dragon gets to the last round of this match, but he is stopped by Kingsley. Shy, great flying though, always fun to watch.
Always fun, my favorite.
Little warning to anyone. I might be giving you some bad luck if I leave, because that jitter I was talking about is back for those 2 laps.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I've been flying with like massive lag.
What could be causing that?
Room is unlocked. Room is unlocked.
The internet.
Quad
I mean, lag, jitters, things. There's a whole lot of contributing factors.
All right.
So I mean,
let's meet.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, like in this world, we have. Yeah, that's why I set this up.
Room is locked.
Everything from. This is a more aggressive textures on the map, more objects. So the castle has a lot of, 3D models. So it requires a little bit more graphical horsepower on your computer to be able to render it and display it correctly. And then the more pilots that we get into the game, watching, that adds more, internet traffic. Again, more processing for CPU.
Let's get into this final group. Let's meet the pilots if we've got a list.
I do. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yep. These are the pilots that have been waiting patiently, waiting to see who would emerge. It's Kingsley that has emerged. Going up against the senior from Apple Valley High School, Broff, winner of several Wednesdays this season. Who else has won several Wednesdays and become an arch rival in the friendliest sense with Broff? It's the sophomore from St. Paul Highland Park, Boomer. Boomer here to do some damage and get that top seed if he can for championship Wednesday, next Wednesday. Then it's from the Tiny Turbines, the toughest pilots from the turbines right now. We got Squirkit and Eclipse, the 1-2 punch coming from the Tiny Turbines. Watch out for them.
Question, is Squirkit on something other than the T8 this week, or is she still rocking the T8?
She forgot to bring the transmitter with her.
Mm-hmm.
So I still have it. She'll have it for next week.
So T8.
I'm gonna put it in her bag this time.
Well, on the T8. Well, if it ain't broke.
I mean, it's a testament to so much about this sport. Is like, it's not necessarily the gear, it's the time. The gear can absolutely help. Don't get me wrong. Like, good gear can absolutely make you a better pilot. But Squirkit has found a way to get over that hump. Insane.
We got 7 pilots here.
Yep.
To eliminate. All right. Next up from Wichita, Kansas, it's Quad Boy. Quad Boy coming in hot as usual in the advanced. And, of course, Quad Boy has to worry, as always, in the advanced group about Gordo. Gordo from Holy Angels. Let's see. Holy Angels. It's Gordo and Kingsley, who we just saw advance into this. We got 2 Holy Angels pilots, 2 Tiny Turbines pilots. Quad Boy from Wichita, Kansas. Boomer and Broff, the B-Boys, who've been duking it out all spring long. Let's see what happens. Let's run them. Don't be last.
Deep breath, pilots. Here we go. Set this castle on fire. Goggles down. Thumbs up.
Welcome to the
Burn
advance.
it down.
Burn it down. It's already burned down, Marty.
Yeah.
I don't think it can burn anymore.
Oh, it can.
Blowing it away. All right. Wow. Look at the speed. Okay. Boomer and Broff. Broff has the lead, but Boomer's right there. Then it's Gordo, Eclipse, Quad Boy, Squirkit, and Kingsley. It got suddenly very breezy and fast here at the castle. Wow, Gordo now in second. Boomer back in second, but there's so many. I mean, the gates are just flying by. It's hard to keep track of the count.
Broff on the gate, lap number 2. Boomer right behind, about 5 gates. Gordo just hot on Boomer's heels. Let's ride along with Gordo as we chase down Boomer. We can ride along on his trail and see where they go.
Currently, Kingley is in last. Squirkit is the next pilot in front of him. He's going to have to try to pass somebody here to stay alive.
Right along with Boomer.
Excuse me.
Broff's moves in the Slinky was, my goodness, perfect. The first time we ran through that. If you were paying attention on the stream and we were riding along with Broff on that first Slinky, it was incredible. So yeah, that is the indicator that these pilots have been putting in the hundreds of laps, dare I say thousands.
Oh, I just saw what you're talking about.
Like right there,
Wow.
like there's Boomer right there as well. It's like you barely even see it. It's just up we go, perfect. Broff
Broff with the win.
Can't burn down any further.
Yeah.
Off with the win. Boomer second.
Worth noting though, we're in Black Hole, so this is more or less just par for the course for these pilots. They're getting warmed up, competing against each other finally. They've been hanging out for the last hour and a half, just running practice laps behind the scenes. This is about not finishing last. Unfortunately, I think Kingley's going to finally realize that he's got work to do.
Quad Boy fifth. Kingley has to catch Squirkit, but they are a mile apart as Squirkit.
10 seconds, 10 seconds.
All right, we're running again. Kingley's got to figure out a way to catch one of these pilots. Anything can happen, though, in a drone race.
Ball start.
It is
Here we
true.
go, pilots. Goggles
Literally
down,
anything can
thumbs
happen.
up.
All right, well, Kingley with our first loss. There you go. Broff to Kingley.
As we go live on the tone in.
Here we go again. Broff and Boomer setting the pace.
I'm going to ride along with Broff here as we go up this first Slinky because it's incredible.
It is amazing. What will Broff do with this skill that he has honed? Same
Look at
question
that.
for Boomer, for all the pilots. Look at
Flawless victory right there.
Oh, little catch though. Gives Boomer a chance. Squirk it now, all the way up to third.
Boomer's going to ride our yellowtail as we head through these gates trying to catch up to Broff. These two have been going back and forth the last 5 weeks. 6 weeks? I don't know. It's been something else. I don't know if it's a rivalry, but they have been pushing each other, and that's just incredible to see how fast these pilots have gotten.
It's a friendly rivalry that they have going on because it pushes them both to be faster, and that's what a lot of the pilots do.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right, well here we go. Squirkit back up into third. I think Squirkit had a little bit of was a little weary on the thumbs heading into that first race. Squirkit in third, Quad Boy in fourth, Gordo in fifth. Clips bringing up sixth place with Kingley in the back right now. Again, we are in a don't be last scenario. Kingley, if he gets last here, we will reset the scores and move on to the next match for this group. Boomer is finished up second. Squirkit bringing it home.
Kingley is looking for the next pilot up in front, and that is Eclipse, but Kingley still on lap 2. Now on 3, but has 30 gates to make up. Meanwhile, Quad Boy finishing up in 4th, then Gordo not far behind. It's only Eclipse left to catch for Kingley. Otherwise, the night ends here for the Holy Angels pilot. Eclipse closing in on the finish.
There it is.
Okay. Kingley, great run. Amazing. Getting up into the ranks with the advanced pilots. It serves you well. You'll be seated accordingly for next week at our finals.
Well done, Kingley. Incredible job tonight. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Here we go. Goggles down, thumbs up, pilots.
It is 7:45. Let's see how long it takes to get through 6 pilots in blackout. With these pilots in particular, it's going to be crazy.
It's going to take a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, We had 2 different 6th place pilots when it was 7. So let's see what goes on here. Broth in the lead, Gordo in 2nd. Then Squirkit, Boomer, Quad Boy, Eclipse.
So happy to see Quad Boy coming back week over week. We love Quad Boy around here.
Absolutely.
Such a fantastic competitor. Consistency.
Great person.
Yeah. So good.
Of course, came up to Minnesota for nationals or for regionals back in November at Target Field. Came for nationals last year in 2021. We got nationals coming up again May 1st at Target Field. Also got some stuff coming up this summer that we're excited to tell you about. Another cool place to fly in August. More on that soon.
What's in August?
I was going to say,
no,
as Brock rushing, passing, we got Eclipse currently in the 6th and last position. Has to catch Quad Boy. Next pilot up. Broth with another win. Boomer, another 2nd. Eclipse trying to catch Quad Boy. Eclipse's teammate Squirkit grabs 3rd. And next up, Gordo, Quad Boy, Eclipse. Don't get the L if you can avoid it. Eclipse is coming to Quad Boy. Oh, just misses it. Eclipse, last but not by much. An L. As we move on, go again. Get those thumbs.
There you go.
Fingers
down, thumbs up.
Oops, that's the previous match. Hold on. Change that. Eclipse with our 1 loss for match number 9. Eclipse, don't be last. Strong start. Out in 4th place at the moment, leading Quad Boy and Squirkit. Oh man, when you fall out of that slinky, that's just, it's the worst. Finding that right place to come back in is so hard. Because you can clip those gates, you gotta sneak in between them. Clip's falling back into last right now. Not a place that they want to be. Alright, Boomer.
Boomer's in the lead now. Roth 2nd, Gordo 3rd.
It's fun to watch improvement the week over week between Broth and Boomer. The rivalry here has pushed them to the next level. Like, these 2 pilots are ready. They're ready. They're ready. They're ready for the big show. Like, put a 5-inch in these 2 pilots' hands, and I have no doubt that they would compete at champs. Like, they'd be top 50 pretty easily right now, in my opinion.
They have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I'm not saying they don't have work to do. I'm not saying that today, but like their drive, their ability, they understand. Like they could get there very quickly. So, because I know quickly, because that means that they know how to put the work in. So.
Boomer 1st, Broth 2nd, Gordo 3rd. Eclipse trying to stay out of last, but is going to have to catch Quad Boy. Quad Boy, the only other pilot is on the course as Squirkit finishes 4th. And Quad Boy gets 5th. That means a 2nd L for Eclipse. Oh. This is such a tough one.
I'll point out Eclipse, while finishing tonight, done for the evening, is currently our reigning YDSC North Central reigning champion. He won the IRL racing here at Target Field last December. There is a difference. Right. It's worth noting there is a difference. Did I say that? I'm sorry. They won it, and They are. It's worth noting they are current reigning champions here
in the region. That's right.
In the region,
bringing
yeah.
it back to nationals. We're excited to see what happens there.
Here we go.
But Eclipse's
Goggles
night.
down, thumbs up, pilots.
You'll see them back next Wednesday. Whatever that course will be, I'm sure they will be practicing. And we're down to 5. Broth and Boomer so far have been leading the way amongst this group. Broth 1, Boomer 2 as I speak. Then it's Gordo, Squirkit, and Quadboy. Quadboy was second to last in those previous 2. So can Quadboy make a move here, getting race experience on this course? There's one thing to practice it, another thing to get race laps in. We are still on our leaderboard, Joel.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Squirkit, gotta add Quad Boy. Here we go. Alright, just getting everyone checked in. Checked into the race. Here we go. Done.
Meanwhile, we'll make it a radio call. Broth is leading.
There you go.
Ahead of Boomer by 15 gates. Then Gordo, then Squirkit. Quadboy currently in the last position. Quadboy on to lap 3. Has to make up some ground, if you want to call it that in drone racing. Doesn't seem right. Broth gets the win. Boomer second. Bang, bang, the B-boys go. Gordo trying to stay safe in third. He does. Now Squirkit, the lone remaining pilot for Quad Boy to catch. If he can do it. She is keeping it fast, and she secures fourth. Okay, Quad Boy taking the L here from Wichita. We got all Minnesota pilots here in this final group, with the exception of Quad Boy.
Thumbs up.
Going again. 1 L on the board. It belongs to Quad Boy from Wichita, Kansas. So we're moving along. Oh my gosh, these pilots. Boomer now leading. Taking their turns. Gordo climbs into second. Pilots may, who knows how they're going to play this. I mean, this is an unusual format. So, as we've been talking about, you don't necessarily need to get wins. You just need to get wins when wins are needed. Just don't be last. Broth now, tables turned, up in front. Squirkit second. Gordo has moved into last place. Quadboy passes Gordo. Okay, things are getting real. Now Gordo back and forth. Quadboy might be pulling out the stops here. He knows it's time to survive. Broth leading the way with Squirkit chasing. On board with Squirkit here on the stream. Oh. Such a tough course. And these pilots are just tackling it with everything they've got. Up the slinky. Broth with another win. Okay, pilots are finishing. Boomer comes in second. That's been consistent. Squirkit third. Okay, Gordo is now the one that Quadboy needs to catch, but he can't. Gordo gets fourth. Quadboy, a strong finish, but that's the second L. Seeded well, though, for next week.
Wait,
Congratulations, Quadboy.
Have I been, like, completely absent? Was that the second L for Quadboy?
Second L for Quadboy.
Yes. Okay.
And we keep the train moving. Quadboy, we will see you next week for the championship in the sim. Consistently been here all spring long.
Goggles down, thumbs up, pilots.
All right, now we've seen, of these final 4, we've seen different pilots
on the tone
in the second to last position. Boomer and Broth have been pretty much up at the top, but let's see, can Gordo and Squirkit challenge and break their way into that top 2, staying out of last? We shall see.
Well, last week, Marty, it was Broth, Boomer, and Squirkit, and to the final 2, it was Broth and Squirkit that went on.
Oh, interesting. I missed that news break.
Changed it completely up.
Amazing. Okay. Well, that sets up some interesting drama for right now. It's Broth and Boomer in the lead right now. Gordo 3rd, Squirkit 4th. Was Gordo in the mix last week?
I know Gordo was in the mix.
Okay, but not in the final 3. Well, currently, he's sitting in 3rd. Squirkit chasing, trying to stay out of that last spot. Squirkit so smooth up the slinky. As Broth maintains a slight lead over Boomer. Squirkit has moved into 3rd. That puts Gordo in the last spot. Broth has the win. Boomer 2nd. Okay, it's Squirkit and Gordo. Squirkit has the edge. Has to keep it clean, though.
That'll do. Good
She
Gordo.
does. Hands Gordo the L. All right. We've got 4 schools represented here. Broth from Apple Valley. Boomer from St. Paul Highland Park. Squirkit from the Tiny Turbines home school.
And then
keep Holy Angels. I missed whatever Joel said.
I said I can barely keep up with them. I'm trying to get all my graphics updated. They're moving so fast.
They are moving fast. Well, the clock's about to strike 8 here in the Central Time Zone. Daylight savings.
We got finish this one and then 2 more matches, but I think we know where this one's headed. Although Boomer playing spoiler right now.
Okay, Squirkit is currently in the 4th spot. Keep an eye on that 4th spot. Broth leading, Boomer 2nd, Gordo 3rd, Squirkit 4th. But we are only on to the 2nd lap right now. There's plenty of heat to go. Ooh, Squirkit takes a little bit of contact, taking some paint off some gates. Glow paint. Man, to compete with this group, you got to keep it clean. 2 people watching the Twitch stream. I think I'm one of them. It's okay. People are missing some amazing flying. And we are pushing the boundaries of the outer limits of our time, but that's okay. We're going to figure out this seeding for next week. Next week is important. It is the championship in the sim competition for the Soaring Spring 22. There will only be one Soaring Spring 22. Broth and Boomer are done. Gordo is done. Squirkit gets an L. Oh my gosh, we got 2 L's on the board.
Here we go. Don't be the 3rd one.
Pilots
We're going again.
quads. As we go live on the tone in less than 5.
No time to rest. I don't know if Netizens keeping up, but
Wait. Squirky got the L there, right?
Yes.
you got the L that time.
Squirkit with an L. Gordo with an L.
Flying again. Boomer and Broth. Scorching a path. Whew.
You can do it here. You can do it IRL. So they know what they're prepping up for.
Boomer not too far back, but he's just looking for eyesight on on Broth. Gordo in third. Squirkit in fourth. Both Gordo and Squirkit have L's. L for last.
Come on, Squirkit. Find that pace. Settle down. Gordo on to lap number 3. We're right along with Squirkit right now. Only a couple gates back from Gordo. Got to overtake them if she's going to have a chance to move on to the round of 3.
All the pilots are on their third lap right now. This is the fastest of the fast here.
Go hang out with
on
Gordo.
The crazy people camp.
Give Gordo some hang time here. See if he makes any mistakes as they cruise around.
Broth with the win.
Up the slinky we go with Gordo. Boomer, of course,
Boomer
second.
This will be the last of this wave. It's either Gordo or Squirkit.
There it is.
And Gordo is in third, so Squirkit meets the end of the road here at the castle. Great flying, Squirkit. Amazing. So fast. Finishing fourth tonight for seeding purposes. Any parting shots, Squirkit?
Yeah, geez, my heart started beating fast when I started to fall behind. And then once it started, it didn't stop, and then I jittered.
Well, I think you have a new radio waiting for you. Make sure you practice with it. I
am so excited to see what this new radio is going to unlock. Like, to be clear, Squirkit has been flying on the beginner $50 radio with the potentiometer gimbals that are not exactly accurate. Like, they're good enough to fly. We sell them, and all the newbies begin on them. At some point, though, you're going to upgrade to at least something that looks like this, or something that looks like this.
Here we go. Goggles down, thumbs up, pilots.
Here we go. Wow. We got that to
as we go live.
Get excited for it. And now we're down to 3. The final 3. Can Gordo crack into the top 2, break up the B-boys? That's the task at hand. And these heats are flying fast and furious. At this rate, Joel's estimate may be correct.
Yeah, 45 minutes, yeah. So yeah, we'll be an A15er. We're right along with Boomer. I'm gonna change our camera angle just a little bit because I think they're probably flying at probably close to like 60. No, 50.
No.
50?
They should be at 40.
40? You think they're at 40? Yeah, that looks right. Yep, 40 looks right. Okay.
If not, I got some talking to do.
I'll increase my camera angle. So try and give you an exact representation of what Boomer is flying with right here. So what some of the things that we adjust on when we're flying is our camera angle, because the camera angle tells us what's ahead of us. And so sometimes if you're flying really fast and your quad has to tilt forward really aggressively, you'll be looking at the ground. So you kind of want to tilt your camera up. So the more advanced you get, the better at flying, the higher angle you fly at, basically. So right now we're
Broth with the win.
Yeah, Broth with a 1. Boomer a couple seconds back. Boomer now
just
starting.
As Gordo's getting on lap 3.
Yeah, lap 3.
Boomer is done.
Arm your quad.
Wow.
Right, here we go. Goggles down, thumbs up, pilots.
Gordo with 1 L. He's had one before.
As we go
Can he
live
avoid the second? Gonna have to somehow stop these 2 leaders.
It'll be tough.
Well, he'll be top 3 regardless for next week's seeding. Huge accomplishment for all these pilots out of a really tough field of qualifiers, all qualifying before the season even started. Spring has gone fast.
Boom with a small mistake. Broth got about a 5, 6, 7, 8 game lead right now on Boomer.
Boomer, though, putting some distance between himself and Gordo. Gordo's going to have to eat some air somehow. faster than these guys. I don't know how you're going to do it.
Yeah, it's right along with Broth as we just zip up that slinky. My goodness. I don't even know how you do those turns that fast. That's insane. On to lap number 3 with Broth. Oh, Broth goes down on the start gate gates. Here comes Boomer. Now riding Broth's tail.
Right there.
Again, this is a black hole knockout, which means don't be last. Don't gotta be first, just don't be last. So Boomer sitting comfortably. He's okay with maybe not finishing first this one, but the next round is going to be the moment.
Yeah, next round it's about winning, because if you're not winning, you're losing.
Yeah, if you're not winning, you're losing in the next one. Here we go. Broth and Boomer. Broth finishing first.
2 L's for Gordo. Gordo, great run. Way to climb into the top 3. That is where you'll be sitting for seating next week. We've got a big event at Gordo's school on Monday. After school, IRL practice. That's right, the IRL stuff is coming. Overlapping a little bit with Sim. But Gordo, a fantastic showing here all spring long into this second to last Wednesday. Congratulations.
Well, thanks. This was absolutely awesome. Those 2 are way too fast. But, I believe I'll catch them one day.
Yeah, I believe it. 100%. You can catch them. Do it.
Hopefully.
Next time, do you want them to have internet lag and make sure the room's locked?
Actually, what I want is I want them to just not have their transmitters plugged in, and then I'll have like 100% chance.
No, you flew amazing. So
thanks.
Well done. Okay.
Well, good luck, everyone.
Passing that along. Thank you, Gordo.
Quarter's gone.
Boomer and Broth, it's on to you too.
Quarter's gone from 0 to Rockstar within a year, which is pretty impressive. It's very impressive. Like, it's not pretty, it's very impressive. But here we go.
Okay.
Thumbs up. This is the heat of if you ain't first, you're last. And this has a really big impact on seating.
Okay. There they are. Boomer and Broth. And they're off. Broth currently with the edge. But now, Boomer took it over. Broth took it over. It's back and forth. Through the slinky. How do they even do it? I mean, if mid-airs were a thing, I think they'd be bumping right now. Boomer in the lead. Boomer saving it for showdown time. Match Race City in the castle. Burning it down.
Boomer in the lead. This is exactly what he was waiting for. Waiting for this final matchup to pull it out. Focus in. Deal with the mental pressure. 40-gate lead over Broth right now as Boomer moves on to lap number 3. Broth struggling in the back. Let's ride along with Broth.
Amazing.
At this point, Broth has basically just got to hope for a mistake from his opponent. Clips the start-finish gate. Not ideal. Let's run through. Here we go. Up through the triples. Here comes my favorite part. Coming up on the slinky. We head down and up we go. Boomer with a commanding victory in game number 1 of the finals here.
Unbelievable.
But wait, there's more. Goggles down, thumbs up.
We are not done. Yeah, we are not done. Still got more. But game
Can
1.
Boomer go 2 for 2, or is Broth going to rebound? We're about to see. Last week it was Broth. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's been Broth last couple weeks. Before that, it was Boomer a couple weeks. Yeah, we've been going.
Yeah.
We've been trading places. Here goes Broth. He's off to a good lead. Boomer struggling a little bit off the gate there.
So Boomer was edged out of the top 3 last week, but gets the first win here in the final 2. And they are right with each other again. Anything can happen here. Nail biter. Off slightly ahead, growing it a little bit. But Boomer can see him.
We're riding along. chasing down Broth right now. Boomer is locked in.
And this is Star Wars City.
Star Wars City is right. Curse of the announcer. Boomer makes him a small mistake. We're only on lap number 2. We got time. Only a gate back. Boomer right now is still chasing down.
Held up a little bit. They both heard it. Oh, down and up the steps. On to lap 3. Boomer wants nothing more than to end it right here. Will Broth give him a chance?
Boomer makes a small mistake. Broth's. This is his solution. Oh, he goes down. He's on his lid. Here he goes. Let's see. Where's Broth? Where's Boomer? Oh, Boomer also made a mistake.
Boomer's coming. Oh, Boomer's too far back.
Gotta keep it nice and smooth through these last couple games.
Broth finishing. Oh, we go again.
This is it. Sudden death.
All right. Shake out your paws.
Yeah, give him a second. Give him a second, Brian.
Grab a drink of Infuse.
While we pause here, special thanks to the National Center for Autonomous Technologies, allowing us to have these competitions and have these pilots race and get all this valuable experience, which will benefit the broader community of autonomous technologies. Such a great match of sponsor and league. It's Boomer. It's Broth. You knew it had to come down to this.
I did, yeah. I figured they'd trade. Broth's been leading. I know Boomer's been holding back. He's just been refining his lines. He knows all he had to do all night long was just don't be last, which he wasn't afraid of. Now it's time to push. Now Boomer is pushing, and Broth is suddenly feeling the heat. So, yeah, it's going to get interesting here. All right, so this is Nerves of Steel time. We're talking about them. They're hearing us. They're dealing with the psychology of what's about to happen. If I were them, I would have muted us a long time ago.
Here we go, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up, blade to blade, set this place on fire. Let's go!
This is it, pilots. This is why you lift all those weights and eat the vitamins. Sudden death. Finger weights. They're off.
Bravo with the whole shot. Boomer. Riding along with Boomer right now as that we tackle that yellow trail.
Oh my goodness. Streets of fire.
I think Brov's Slink is a little bit cleaner than Boomer's, but sometimes you have, it's not about necessarily the cleanness, it's about consistency. Here we go. On lap number 2.
Oh, the wiggle.
They are waiting for each other to make a mistake because we are on top of each other. Boomer and Brov trading places as they head in the first lap. We're on lap number 2, riding on top of each other. We're watching Brov inside of Boomer's thing.
in the sudden death.
Oh, the sudden death. I think Brov made a mistake. Boomer makes a mistake. Boomer's down. Here comes Brov.
Oh. Boomer still maintains.
We're on to lap number 3.
Brov closing.
Broth on one turn back. Boomer has a small breathable lead right now. Right now, this is all about consistency. Just don't push it too hard. Just got to make your lines clean. We'll ride along with Boomer as we head into the subsection up top. About to head into our... Down we go and into the Slinky.
Woo. Nice and clean. Boomer has the edge.
Oh, I feel like Boomer was playing Broth all night long because he just got it. Boomer, winner of playoff week number 2, gonna walk into the final season playoffs in the top seed. Oh my goodness.
Boomer, congratulations. However you did it, you did it. Avenging whatever happened last week when I missed. Broth, setting the pace, doing battle with your rival. That was a fun way to end it, you guys. You deserve to be here. 1-2 heading into Championship Wednesday, next Wednesday. Your thoughts?
Yeah, wow, that was really close. I did not expect that coming. Wow, that was tight.
I was joking all the way through, so... proud of me, but I'll get him next time.
Well, there is a next time. As awesome as this was, It's going to get awesomer next Wednesday when this seeding comes to life. That's what we were doing here. It'll be Boomer number 1, Broth number 2. Correct, Sour? There's no other factors, right? This was it?
Oh yeah, but a huge number one over number 2, 3, 4, and so on. So that was an important win there.
Oh my goodness. Well, props to all the pilots competing here on Wednesdays all season long. It's all come down to the last Wednesday, the final championship Wednesday next week. The seating is set. You saw it here tonight. We went a little long, but it was worth it. We will see you next Wednesday for the finale of our sim season here in the Soaring Spring 22 in the YDSC, presented by the National Center for Autonomous Technologies. Thief River Falls in the house. That's right. It's in Minnesota. A lot of the pilots in tonight's race are from Minnesota. Not all, though. All of them are good. The YDSC making the best pilots in the country. You're seeing it here. And we will be back next Wednesday, same time. Thank you, Sour Pilots, for coaching them up. Netizen for making us all look so good. And for calling it out tonight. You heard about all the things coming. Cinematography class. We got beginners flying tomorrow night. It's all happening every night of the week in the YDSC. If you're interested, go to youthdronesports.org. Check us out. And come back next Wednesday.
Make sure to check out the MultiGP and the Hydra channels this weekend as we head into the CDRC. On Saturday night, there'll be whoop racing on the Hydra channels and the CDRA channels, possibly the MultiGP channels. And then Saturday and Sunday, we'll be qualifying for the CDRC, which is the Collegiate Drone Racing Championships on MultiGP channels. We'll be participating in doing all those things. Download the Hydra FPV app, which is on its last life, so this is might be the last time you get to use it. So go grab it and download and play along, follow along, and have some fun with us as we go through those collegiate pilots. Should be some good times.
Awesome.
Yeah, if you are a high schooler and you fly 5 inches, DM me, because if you're interested in coming up this weekend, we can set you up to come fly with everyone. So that's the jam. That
is an amazing offer, everybody.
Legitimately, it's an offer. If you have a 5-inch, take advantage.
Cool offer.
Yeah.
Last year that the CDRC is going to be at UND for a couple of years, so take advantage. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, pilots, for being such amazing pilots. And look at this, low fly on watching the stream. The course is amazing. An excellent flying pilot. Couldn't have said it better.
Yeah.
And he is a champion, so enjoy that, everybody. You're getting recognized. We will see you next Wednesday. Thank you for watching the YDSC.
See you later.